right. I haven't got my microphone on because it's on charge, so you can hear us all right. This is how, if you buy a kit, like a raw kit, this is how your bumper will come. The vents won't be cut out, so you've got to cut them out. So I just figured I'd better show you how to do it. You can either, there's different ways to approach it and different angles to approach it. But this is how I'm doing it because of the tools I've got. You might do it differently because of the tools you've got, but either cut a hole or drill a hole. And then what I'm doing is I'm using an air saw to go in there and cut from this side, so I can see the line perfectly and cut along that line, and then I'll just sand those edges. It's kind of easier to cut it out from the back. Some of the cutting you might do from the back, but you can't exactly see where the edge is, so you need to give yourself a bit more meat, and then sand it down. You could do the whole thing like that and then go around it again. Yes, I'm going to just go in there and cut along these lines. What a day, the lens keeps on steaming up. So I haven't done anything with this today. Just had a day off because I've been busy showing Alan the ropes. Through here. Hello. So in here, Tatty's been making side skirts. So got one there, just done that one there. I got Alan to make some rear light lenses. I don't know where they're over here. So he's made those, and he's put all the fences on this race seat, and the fences here and up the middle. He's done all that, done all the silver tape, PVA, and then gel coat. So he's made his first parts and he's making his first mould. So he's done really well. He's blasted them out and a few other bits and bobs, and then through here, if we go down here, I managed to grab a little bit of time today to do this. So I'm just pissing about with the light pod. It's just taped on. Let's take it off. Chuck that out of the way. So obviously it's just wedged up in position, but that it is in position now. The corners of the bonnet are lining up nicely. Obviously we have a gap, we're going to have to extend it down, but I'm not going to make it, if you look at it from there, it's always going to have this, what will essentially be a vent. This section here, I'm just going to make a panel that goes in so it doesn't catch wind on the back of the door, or rather on the front edge of the door, and that'll just be an air outlet. We're not going for the side skirts or anything, although I have. Right, so he's given us permission to cut the back of this off. We can cut it there after that cross member, which takes off, I think it was 70 inches or something, 70 centimetres off the back end. Well, this needs to come forward 58 centimetres, or was it 50? I can't remember my measurements. Something like 58 centimetres forward for that wheel arch to be in the middle of the wheel. Yeah, looks like we're going to do that, but we need to, there's going to be, as is with the RBs, quite a lot of arch clearance. Because this is a race car and it's a little bit more rough and ready, what we might look at doing is putting those arch extensions on, the spats, but fixing them on obviously at a lower point, just to take up the arch space. The bumper has worked out great. The turbo sits perfectly within that gap. I had to take a little bit of the lip off to get it to go back far enough, but that's in nicely. We're going to blank these headlights off, just flat front them. In the air vent, on the bonnet vent, you can see I had to cut that section there and another little section there to clear the head. But apart from that, that's it down as far as it's going to go. It's actually, like, at the minute, it's sitting on the strut top there, so it wants to be just, you know, 5 mil further up or something, but it'll get that on the adjusters. The bonnet is bolted to the bumper, so that's all one piece now. It all comes off together. So I cut the clam up. Hang on a minute. Right, I know this is quite a stretch of the imagination. If I can bring that up to essentially fit back into there, then it doesn't matter about this bit, we can sort of fabricate it. We're not going for the back at the minute, I'm just visualising what would happen if we did. But by shortening the back of this car and bringing up that forward, it's not far from fitting. Obviously the doors are completely different, the windows are completely different, the roof's higher, so you know, nothing's going to fit exactly perfectly. But he said that he wouldn't mind this on because he needs to create more airflow for his radiator down there. So I said, you won't want the air scoop on, and he says, well, actually, it might help keep the engine cool a bit. Not too sure how that would be done. It's just really a case of stick it on and fiberglass and whatnot to blend it in. Pardon me, but for now, I'm just playing at the back there, but obviously we are doing the front. And this is a sponsorship thing. I'm sponsoring Chucky. It's nice to be part of Team Ungawa. I'll help him out, and you know, he gets a front end, and I get a bit of advertising. It'll have some RB200 stickers on it and stuff, and so you know. And I just think that like it's not this, but it's something else, and it just shows that you can put the kit onto other things with a bit of messing on and it works. And essentially what we're going to have here on the start line of Santa Pod is a 815 brake horsepower RB200. We need to maybe like change it to RB200 V or something like that. V spec. Yeah, we'll call it the V spec. RB200. Obviously V for van. So yeah, it's a bit of fun, and I've quite enjoyed doing that. Just like that transformation took very little time at all. We're looking at the front, not the back. It's well worth doing it. Very, very enjoyable. So it's 6:30, getting finished. Those side skirts are sitting curing. They'll come out of the moulds tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit down. Back's knackered. Those will come out the moulds tomorrow, and then another set will go straight in because he'll just prep the mould again and get another set of side skirts out, because the ones that are in there now are Simon's next customer, and then nobody else is in line. So I've said I'm taking the next one for my car. So we'll just double everything up. We're going to make 2 sets of everything as we go. Be nice to get mine back, wouldn't it? Obviously still got to do the engine, so. But yeah, that's us for today. I'm here tomorrow morning, then I'll be leaving these two to get on and do what they're doing. Alan worked out pretty good. I think he's going to do spot on, and yeah, Tatty's knocking out decent parts now, so everything's looking good. I'm probably gonna give Coobs the card tomorrow, but I don't know whether this is an end of a video. If it's an end of a video, then thanks for watching, subscribing, pressing buttons and all that good stuff. About 70% of you aren't subscribed. Please press the buttons, guys. And I know you guys, because it tells us on the YouTube analytics. You're 100% dudes. So thanks for watching, subscribing, stuff like that, pressing buttons, and we'll see you next time. And yeah, it won't be long till Paul's car's finished, and possibly Chucky's as well. There's going to be all sorts going on, so yeah, stay tuned.